Okay, so apparently there was a leak recently with Nvidia. Some people have already made videos about this, but I want to give my personal input into one of the games that was on the so-called leak list from this Nvidia leak, and that is Injustice 3 Gods Will Fall, which, you know, the name seems to imply that it'll line up with the first Injustice game, you know, Injustice Gods Among Us. So, I already made a video about Injustice 3, or my thoughts for what I would like to see for Injustice 3. I made that years ago. I think I made that the same year that Injustice 2 came out, which was back in 2017. That video is still on the channel, and I will put it in the video description for this video. But I do want to revisit some of my thoughts as far as what the character roster should be for Injustice 3.
Poison Ivy. Black Canary. Fighters approaching Metropolis.
So, first and foremost, there are a few notable characters that I would like to see for a potential Injustice 3. So some of the characters that I'm talking about would include Batwoman. I think that would be a good addition, the Kate Kane version. Not sure how people would feel about that after the terrible Batwoman TV show. But I think another one would do that character justice. Another good addition would be Terry McGinnis. That's the one I actually want to see the most. You know, for anyone who doesn't know, that's Batman Beyond. Another good addition would be as far as like Batman characters go, I would like to see Clayface. I think would be a good addition. I think there's a lot of creative potential with that character in particular.
Blooms off the rose, Ivy.
Ra's al Ghul would be another one, and if they wanted, they could even do Talia. As far as Lantern characters go, they could include Larfleeze and Saint Walker. I know there's other Lantern characters, but I can't think of any others off the top of my head right now.
It's sad how you've changed. That's debatable.
That was close. Another good addition would be, you know, if they include some more Kryptonian characters, like Mon-El would be a good example. Superboy would be another one, if they decide to go that route. I would like to see more Teen Titans characters. Terra would be probably my #1 on the list. Obviously, Beast Boy would be a great addition as well, considering he's the only major Teen Titans member that hasn't been in any of the Injustice games thus far. as I mentioned in my other Injustice 3 video, Starfire did mention Beast Boy in this game through dialogue. So I think that would be a good character to add to the game.
Black Canary. Batman. Fighters approaching Gorilla City.
The character Giganta would be another great addition. The fact that the character can expand her size, I think that's something that they could really play around with, and create some unique combos and interesting setups. So I think that would be another character that would be a good addition.
Begin.
And beyond that, you know, as far as, because I already went over the Teen Titans characters, some Batman characters they could add, some Lantern Corps members. They could bring back some of the other characters from, you know, Injustice 1 that didn't make an appearance in Injustice 2. Doomsday, Lobo, Batgirl, General Zod. I guess General Zod would be the one that I would like to see return the most, him and Batgirl. Hawkgirl was also in the last game as well, the first game, and Martian Manhunter.
After this, first round's on me.
Push yourself harder. Better, but not
And I guess that would be the core characters that I would like to see come back. If they had to omit any characters from Injustice 2, I really don't care if they bring back Captain Cold, or Black Adam for that matter. Darkseid, I would like to see Darkseid return, but they would have to like completely change him, because they really dropped the ball with Darkseid in this game. Firestorm, that's another character that I wouldn't care if they didn't bring him back. Another one would be Deadshot. I really don't care for the way that they designed him. I think he was a little bit too zone happy in this game, so that's another one that I really don't care if they omit for the next game.
The Flash. Fighters approaching Fortress of Solitude.
And then in general, as far as like the gameplay and whatnot, obviously the gear system, it's a no-brainer to bring that back, because it adds that replayability to the game. Most people, I think, would drop a fighting game like this without the system like that. My only thing is they shouldn't make it as grindy as they did in Injustice 2.
What makes you say that? Because I've lost everything else.
begin.
I think the multiverse mode was a little bit too grindy in this game. So that's something that they can work on for the sequel. And certain characters, I think they should definitely improve for the next game. Wonder Woman would be one. I didn't really care for the way that she was designed in this game.
Can we hurry this up?
The legendary multiverse, I already spoke about that in my other video. I think they should omit that entirely. It's just a waste of time to me. And yeah, it was way too grindy for its own good. To say the legendary multiverse mode in Injustice 2 is grindy is an understatement. They really just need to leave that out on the cutting room floor. So, but yeah, those are my my base thoughts for you know, some of the characters that they should add. You know, if they do decide to do to develop a third game, and I do think that it is going to happen. Yeah, as far as like guest characters and all that, I already went over all of that in my other video, so I'm just going to leave that topic for that video, which again is in the description. So, but as far as just the general roster and everything goes, I think that's what they should do. And if they are working on Injustice 3, hopefully it will be announced, you know, sometime within the next year or so. And if they do announce it, I will definitely cover the topic in more detail.